Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon as we set up, I guess this would be technically speaking the pregame ahead of the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow for the NHL win streak record tying game for the Edmonton Oilers. Friends, it is going to be a good week to be an Oilers fan, especially if we find a way to win tomorrow night against Vegas. And when I put this in the title, this is it. I mean, this is literally, this game 17 of what could be a 17-game win streak for the Edmonton Oilers, is the in-season Stanley Cup for this 82-game schedule. I mean, right, I wrote this team off. I said they needed some changes to make things happen. Chris Knobloch comes aboard, and now he's in the Jack Adams discussion from the Edmonton Oilers media, so good on him. But all of a sudden, just 30 games later, we've turned things around so substantially that a game against the Vegas Golden Knights could tell us everything about this Edmonton Oilers team. This will be the tell-all. How far have they come? How much have they learned? And how much are they prepared to do when it gets grindy, when it gets gutsy, when you have to do everything possible to win? How far are they willing to go to get that victory? That's the fun part here. We're going to see what this team's made of. And like I said, tomorrow against the Vegas Golden Knights, there might be a game still later on in the year that's the technical in-game or in-season Stanley Cup game. But this is, as far as anyone is concerned, myself included, to this point and potentially the rest of the season, this is our in-season Stanley Cup game. Friends, where we go with that is, first off, I will ask you to consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. I'd love to have you aboard for more Edmonton Oilers discussion throughout the season to see if maybe there is another in-game Stanley Cup or in-season Stanley Cup. I keep screwing that up. My apologies. I'm trying to be a serious broadcaster here and I'm screwing that up. Apologies. But let's go talk about the Oilers lines. This is number one. This is why I like our chances tomorrow night against the Vegas Golden Knights. This is assuming Evander Kane is out of the lineup. I know he's nursing some kind of illness or something, and I don't know what the update. That didn't seem like Chris Knobloch really gave an update yesterday or today. Didn't see much of all. So if he is nursing something, not in the lineup, we know he's been nursing something all season. RNH, McDavid, Hyman, McLeod, Draisaitl, Foegele, Perry, Holloway, Brown, Janmark, Ryan. Wow, I love that lineup. Guys, I love it, and I will tell you why I love this lineup. Flash it again, man. Let's go here, Tice. RNH, McDavid, Hyman, that line is going to outskill you. I don't care who you are in the NHL. That line has a 100% chance of outskilling the opposition, I believe, right? There's some teams that might shut them down, but they're still going to outskill them even if they're getting shut down. Okay, McLeod, Draisaitl, Foegele. That line is going to out-hustle you, right? That we know McLeod, Draisaitl, and Foegele, they play on top of the puck when they're out there and they're hustling. So that's the fun part. Now, Perry, Holloway, Brown, what do we know about? That's the tenacity, that's the grit, that's the grind. They're going to outwork you. I don't care if it's defensively or offensively. They're going to outwork you. And if that's what your third line's doing, is outworking the opposition, you're in good hands all game. Now, how about this? Let's go to the fourth line. Janmark, Ryan, Gagne, what the heck are they going to do? Tyson, you've said outskill, out-hustle, and outwork. What could that fourth line of just random jumbled up seasoned veteran NHL players do for the Edmonton Oilers? I will tell you, there's one thing they're doing, and I'm doing it to you right now. I'm outweighting you to tell you what they're going to do. They can outweight you. I mean, we have all seen over this past 2-3 years what Janmark, Ryan, and now this year Gagne can do when the opposition takes a second off on a bad shift, right? There you have it. They can outweight you and make you pay for your mistakes. So beautiful that the Oilers have 4 lines deep that can hurt the opposition in 4 different ways. That's the beauty of this. So that's exciting as an Edmonton Oilers fan, going up against the team that won the Stanley Cup last season, the Vegas Golden Knights, for what is, to this point, and what will likely be the rest of the year, our in-season Stanley Cup, right? This is Game 17. I think by all means, it's a slam dunk that you beat Anaheim if you've got a chance to win 18 in a row. Come that Anaheim game, I think 100% the Oilers go in there, and you saw what happened last game against Anaheim. It might be even uglier this time around for the Ducks. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of the going theory, I think. So we look forward to seeing that happen. But again, to kind of hit on the points about this, will tell everything about the Oilers. I just laid a note there for you, right? Look at those lines. Oh, one more time. You got a top line, you got a second line, you got a legit third line, and you got a fourth line that can make you pay. Well, friends, what does that tell me? That's a sign of a team that's a contending team, despite not having the absolute X factor player that Evander Kane can be in the playoffs in the lineup. So, oh boy, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I actually love it. To be honest with you, how awesome that lineup looks for the Edmonton Oilers. So all things told, when you kind of dish it all together and figure out how this lineup rolls moving forward, I don't really care. But what I look at now for the Edmonton Oilers and what's big about this whole situation is this is the best measuring stick we have had all year. Vegas ahead of us in the standings, not by much, but by enough. And obviously, too, we need to leapfrog them if we want home ice in the first round, if not the second round as well. So when you look at this here for the Oilers, it is going to be an uphill battle this back half to really go from digging out of the bad start in terms of not now getting to a playoff spot, but getting back to the standing we should have been at all season long and maintaining and growing that lead, as opposed to what we've done through the first half. Bad start, claw back, get into a top three and hold it. Now we got to grow on that and go and maintain and obviously keep our game going down the stretch. So, right now against Vegas to start the post-All-Star break, it is a perfect measuring stick game. It's a perfect tell-all of just how far this NHL team that we call the Edmonton Oilers, that we also love, have come this season, right? Just how far, really, right? Have they come this far? Have they come that far? Are they that much farther? I don't know, right? At the end of the day, is game in, game out. The Oilers give you lots to be upset with, lots to be happy with, and a whole bunch of stuff that just does not compute, because until you see it in the playoffs, it just doesn't seem to matter, given our success in the regular season over the past 3-4 years. So we'll see what the Edmonton Oilers obviously have in store for us as we gear up here for tomorrow against the Vegas Golden Knights. But I think this is one of, if not the most interesting pre-games I've done this season, given the fact that A, we're on a 16-game win streak, the Oilers have a chance to beat a division rival that just so happened to win the Stanley Cup and hosted us in the playoffs last year, and B, they are going to be able to use it as the best measuring stick game this season. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. It's all too much of a storybook. We're in for a good week of hockey. Let's get going. Let's go Oilers. And I cannot wait to be dancing around like a fool post-game at about 11:30 tomorrow night in a YouTube short for you to laugh at and, well, enjoy I won't say it, but we'll talk later. I'm up on, over here.